In today's video, let's talk about the cabins on American Eagle, the newest ship from American Cruise Lines. I'll give you a tour of the most common type of cabin on the ship, including a few interesting details, like the free movies on the televisions and the internet access from Starlink. I'll talk about why some people would prefer a cabin on Deck 4, while most of the rest of us would be better off on Deck 2. And believe it or not, I'll tell you how to save about $2,000 on your cruise. Welcome to my cabin on American Eagle. This is cabin number 311, and it's one of 56 cabins on the ship, 39 of which are basically just like this. It's the most common type of cabin on the ship. Usually a couple will share this cabin, but I was traveling solo, so I had it all to myself. This, of course, is a balcony cabin. All the cabins on decks 2, 3, and 4 have balconies, but the cabins on deck 1 do not. There are 2 chairs on the balcony. One was behind me as I was shooting this. The suites up on the 4th floor actually have a lounger in addition to a chair on their balconies. At the desk area, women will love that lighted mirror. That's great for applying makeup or doing your hair. There's a little coffee maker there at the desk, and of course they supply the pods. As I continue to pan to the left, you can see the TV. Sorry, we've got some reflections from one of the lights in the room. And there are some storage shelves below the TV, and a chair right next to the sliding door that leads out to the balcony. There are nightstands on both sides of the bed. The base of the lamps on both sides of the bed have an AC outlet and a USB charging outlet. And then on one side of the bed, there's a clock, although in this video clip you can't see the clock face because of the outside light reflecting on it. And on top of the clock are 2 more AC outlets and another USB outlet. On the nightstands, there is 1 drawer and then a shelf down on the bottom for storage. Here's a closer look at the desk area. There's 1 AC outlet at the desk and 1 USB outlet, and the desk has 3 drawers. Between the bed and the desk, there's a closet with a lot more storage space. And this is an improvement over some of the other ACL ships I've been on where there was no closet door, which looked a little sloppy. But here on this new class of ships, the closet does have a door. Here it is with the closet doors opened up. The life jackets are stored in here. Then you have several shelves for storage and a safe for locking up any valuables. And up above you've got hangers for your clothes, and at the very top another shelf. Looking over to the left of the desk, that doorway is how you get in and out of the cabin, and there's a door to the bathroom there too, which you can't quite see in this shot. And on the wall to the left of the doorway, here's a nice little touch. Right under the controls for the heating and air conditioning, you've got a volume control for the announcements that come into the cabin. Here's a shot from my drone that shows the 2 Starlink dishes that are mounted up on top of the ship. I ran speed tests quite a few times during the cruise, which showed what I had already noticed in just using my phone and my laptop on the ship's Wi-Fi, that internet access is pretty good on American Eagle. Yeah, those download and upload speeds aren't spectacular, but it gets the job done. And what's actually most important is the ping test. That 33 millisecond ping time shows that there was very low latency in the signal, and that's actually the most important thing that differentiates a good, usable internet connection from a sluggish one. I really liked the TV that they have in the cabin. Not only can you get regular network TV on it, but also there's a bunch of movies you can watch, and it's not pay-per-view. There's no additional charge to watch the movies. Now, most ACL ships that I've been on have had a big chest of drawers like this, which gives you a ton of storage. But there was a supply chain issue, and ACL couldn't get them in time for this ship's first cruises. So temporarily, they've put in these small shelving units instead, no drawers, and that provides less storage than a chest of drawers, and it was sloppy looking with all my stuff in it. But don't worry, ACL promises that a full chest of drawers is coming as soon as their supplier can deliver them. I really like the bathrooms these cabins have, especially the 2 shower heads. But it's too bad that ACL still uses these tiny individual bottles of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. So much plastic ends up going into a landfill somewhere. They really need to do what most hotels have been doing for years, putting large refillable dispensers in the shower. And it's so much easier to get the product out from a pump bottle like this than from tiny little plastic bottles. If you're interested in booking a cruise with American Cruise Lines, I want you to feel free to use the services of my travel agent, Caitlin Gallagher. She's been fully certified with American Cruise Lines, and I can definitely recommend Caitlin. I've been having her book cruises for me for years. Not only is she really easy to talk to and to understand, but more importantly, she's extremely knowledgeable, so she can help you avoid making any rookie mistakes. And she knows things that can save you money. She pointed out to me that on a typical 8-day cruise on American Eagle, the cabins on Deck 2 cost about $2,000 less than the ones on Deck 3, yet they're essentially identical. And in fact, I think the ones on Deck 2 are actually a better choice even for getting the price, because you only have to walk up one flight of stairs to get to them, and they're conveniently located on the same floor as the Chesapeake Lounge, where they have cocktail hour before dinner and the evening's entertainment after dinner. So just that insight alone from an experienced travel agent like Caitlin would save people about $2,000 on their cruise by encouraging them to book a less expensive cabin on Deck 2, where most people would tend to assume that the ones on Deck 3 must be better because they're more expensive. So let Caitlin help you book your next cruise, whether that be with American Cruise Lines or any of the other cruise lines. Head over to her website at www.ambrintravel.com. If you appreciated this video, do me a favor, click the thumbs up button. That tells YouTube it's a good video that they should recommend to other people. Also, I like to read what you have to say about my videos, so please leave a comment. And if you really appreciated the information in this video, consider becoming one of my patrons. For as little as $1 a month, you can help cover the considerable costs involved in making videos like this, like the camera gear, the editing equipment, and all that. Go to patreon.com/JimZim to find out about becoming one of my patrons and to find out about the perks involved with being one. I'm putting up links on the screen to 2 other videos I've made about my cruise on American Eagle. One features a bunch of beautiful scenery I captured during our cruise along the coast of Maine, and the other is a full ship tour from top to bottom. I'm Jim Zim. Thanks for watching.